row, Frank Regani and Joe Hacker in the second row. Dave Strevo and Mike Mason in the third row. Dennis Narzinski and Jason Barnes. Kevin LeClaire, Bob Duzlak Jr. We're ready to go racing down here. Green flag is out up into turn one. Dennis O'Connor leads them up. That 233 of Mark Alba on the outside. Watch the car of Joe Hacker as he shoots down the banking, trying to park the cars in the middle. He does. He takes the second spot. Alba moved back to third. Car on the move, the 29 of Bob Duzlak Jr. in fourth position. Fifth spot now, the 147 of Kevin LeClaire. LeClaire looking to the inside. And we got a couple cars together up there, but everybody seems to be making it away. Down across the stripe, Dennis O'Connor shown as your leader. Joe Hacker in the number 2 sits right there in second spot. Up between turns 1 and 2. We got yellow lights on the speedway as there's a car down in turn 4. Way down here, he'll be held till the field gets down by, and it'll be let gather out here on the speedway, pull out on the end of the lead lap. And down they come for the green flag. O'Connor, your leader, Duzlak, up and over as he barrel rolls it here down on the front stretch. Contact being made. And we got heavy contact down here as Duzlak was hit and got sideways and then just snapped rolling down here on the inside. Come out of there. There's a lot of damage shown to the 29 as Danny Tagg takes it off here. Another couple cars involved there. Brayman's F86 and the 99 of Ted Rescott pulling out to join the back of the field down here. As the field picks it up out of turn 4, your leader coming down for the green flag is Dennis O'Connor with the 68X. Jason Barnes changing lanes down here, takes the second spot, and now up into turn 1, takes the lead, making it stick. Out of turn 2, Jason Barnes, your leader. Dennis O'Connor in second. Joe Hacker in third. Fourth position to Dan Madigan. Kevin LeClaire in fifth. And right behind them, the 19 of Mike Mason. Up into turn 3, Jason Barnes works into the inside of the groove. Out of turn 4, 60 over of Barnes, shown as your leader. He'll come down here to cross the stripe. Jason Barnes, Dan Madigan, right there behind him. Dennis O'Connor, and then Kevin LeClaire and Joe Hacker race side by side back there for fourth spot. Hacker way out by the wall, throw a little rooster tail up there in turn 2 as they race side by side back there for that fourth spot. LeClaire finds the opening down on the inside, taking advantage of that to get by O'Connor. LeClaire now shown in your third position as Dan Madigan way down to the inside as they come out of turn 4. O'Connor losing power here. Dennis O'Connor with the 68X dropping way off the pace. Car into the wall in turn 1 is Joe Hacker as him and Dennis Narzinski making contact here, and Hacker ended up on the outside of turn 2 up into the boilerplate as the 152 of Narzinski rolling. Jason Barnes shown as your leader. He'll take to the outside to restart here. Dan Madigan starts down next to him. Kevin LeClaire and Dave Strebel back in the second row out of turn 4. They'll be looking for the green. Green flag is out. Down the front stretch they come. Jason Barnes shown as your leader. Dan Madigan right there on his back bumper up into turn 1. Kevin LeClaire right there in third now is LeClaire trying to put some pressure on your front 2 cars. Back in fourth position, 273 of Dave Strebel. In fifth, Dennis O'Connor. Dan Madigan starting to apply heavy pressure up in turn 3. Madigan looking down to the inside as Jason Barnes slips up to the outside now. Out of turn 4, Barnes holds that lead down, but Madigan letting them know that he's right there as Dan Madigan right there in that second spot. Kevin LeClaire in third. Dave Strebel in fourth position, now in fifth spot. Cracking the top 5, the 173 of Frank Riganti. Still a good battle right up front. Jason Barnes and Dan Madigan going at it off of turn 4 as Madigan shadowing every move that Barnes makes. Right on his back bumper up into turn one, looking down to the inside. Madigan looks like he wants to make that move down on the inside, now slips back up to the outside, tucks right in behind Barnes down the backstretch, now pulls into turn three, and tucks right behind him still, looking down to the inside, but not ready to make that move yet. Out of turn four, this time by, he's going to get the 2 to go sign. So Jason Barnes knows he's got 2 laps to go, and Dan Madigan knows he's got 2 laps to go to catch him, as Madigan rides right behind Barnes out of turn 2 now. Back in third spot, a ways back, we find a 147 of Kevin Leclerc. Fourth spot still Dave Strebel and Frank Regani rounding out your top 5. Madigan with the 24 now slides up the banking just a bit. This allows Barnes to pull about another car length advantage off of turn 4 on him. Madigan will try and make that up as they take the white flag here down into turn 1. 1 lap to go in this small block feature event. Barnes up the banking, but Madigan losing power. He slows off of turn 2. That's going to be all she wrote for Dan Madigan's 24s. He gets passed now by Kevin Leclerc and Dave Strebel. Madigan will not finish this event. And that allows Jason Barnes, who gets way up on the outside of the bank and in turn 4, almost making contact with the wall. Checkers are out. Barnes takes the feature event win. Second spot will go to Kevin Leclerc. Third to Dave Strebel. Fourth position, 173 of Frank Riganti. And rounding out your top 5, the 19 of Mike Mason. Lanesboro, he was the... He was third in points last year in the small block division, and Jason really making a run at it this year. Certificates for the Snap-on Tool people. Very big sponsors here in our small block, or in our street stock division. Jason Surprise and Barnes Enterprises.